supposed to be.
Sir, Mr. Putin, I need you to, first off, please tell whoever's in the call center to your left to be quiet because we're trying to have a conversation. Now, sir, I need you to tell me, why are you voting for the felon?
Because he's much better than Kamala Harris.
That does not make sense.
Ideas,
Sir, that's like me saying to you, what is your favorite kind of food? And you saying the edible kind. Give me the ingredients or the recipe here.
I like gyros. If you ask me about the food, I like gyros.
That's so great. So you can answer that, but you can't tell me why you're voting for the felon. Can you break this down? I don't need your talking points.
I'm a truck driver. And before Trump was elected to be a president, we didn't make that much money. When the Trump became the president, our basically wages go $7 to $8 up. I started making more money thanks to Trump.
Oh.
All right.
How'd that happen? What'd he do? What was the policy he implemented?
He did the tax cuts. If you guys think
his tax cuts raised your salary?
Yes, sir. Because thanks to that, the employers, they don't have to pay a lot of taxes.
Who was this employer?
They can spend the money on the employees.
Who was this employer? The truck company? What was the employer?
You can check it out in Elk Village, Illinois, called Moran Transportation.
Okay, and you're saying that this company benefited from the 14% corporate tax deduction and then increased salaries, really?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let's explain this. What percent tax cut did Donald Trump give to corporations again? Go ahead. I just said it.
Like you said, 21%.
No, that's not what I said. What do you mean, like I said, 21%? 21% never came out of my mouth. What was the corporation tax cut?
And we're going to lower it to 15%. Remember?
Nope. How much of a percent was given as a tax deduction? What was the tax deduction? Oh my God. What was the tax deduction? I just said it.
Yeah, 21%.
Nope, 21, 2 never came out of my mouth. I never said 21%. What's the tax deduction? Do you want to ask the person on the call center to your right?
This is my wife.
Mr. Putin, I really need you to pay attention here. Don't you have a country to be running right now? Can you please tell me what the corporate tax deduction was?
Okay, I got one question. If you're insulting everybody with Putin, do you understand why the people love Putin?
Excuse me, sir.
Do you understand?
Sir, excuse me. Did you just ask me why people love Putin? Is that what you just said? Are you? Excuse me, sir. You're trying to. Excuse me. What is happening? Did you just ask me why people? You just told me that you're going to tell me why people love Putin. What is happening? Okay, Mr. Putin.
In Russia,
this is. Excuse me, sir. Mr. Putin. This is insane. You're getting upset that I am that I'm mocking your leader. I don't know what to tell you. I'm asking you what the corporation tax deduction was, and you can't tell me. You said 21%, but that's not what I said. What is the corporate tax deduction? Say it again.
I don't have a corporate. I don't have it. The corporate.
What is the corporate tax deduction? You said you benefited from the corporate tax deduction. What is it? Why do you not know what it is? What's happening? I can't believe you just went to defend Vladimir Putin. You went to defend Vladimir Putin. You go because I said I mocked your leader. you go. Yeah, well, you know why people like Putin? Sir, please don't enlighten me as to why you think people like Vladimir Putin. What is going on right now?
You're never going to understand that.
I don't want to understand why people like Vladimir Putin. Thank you.
Why Vladimir Putin supporting Kamala? Why?
He's not. Are you out of your mind? Are you new? Are you new to the country? So again, tell me what the corporate tax deduction was. Go ahead. You don't know. Can you tell me what the middle class tax deduction was?
I don't know.
You don't know.
What am I supposed to do?
Okay, it was 1% for the middle class. It was 14% for corporations. You're saying that Donald Trump increased your salary, but that's just not true.
Really?
Yeah.
Why we start making more money? Why?
Think of it this way, and I'm going to put you on mute because the people in the call center are making too much noise. I want you to recognize something. The fact of the matter is, Mr. Putin, when Donald Trump implemented this 14% corporate tax deduction, this led to an $8 trillion deficit. The middle class Americans like me and most of the people on this channel, actually all of the people on this channel, will be paying off for decades. Mr. Putin, this also led to the tariffs The tariffs he implemented against China, for example, the 25% tariff he put on agriculture and produce, this led to those tariffs raising costs of middle-class Americans through a surplus and supply on demand issue. Okay, and this led to an additional $230 billion tax hike on the middle class. So you're saying Donald Trump threw pennies at you, and I agree. He absolutely tossed us a bone. Oh, you ran away. He tossed us a bone. And then he increased costs and hiked up our taxes. So you lost out. He ran. Let's get some runners in the chat. Let's get some L runners in the chat, please and thank you, everybody. Let's get some L runner in the chat. We got a runner. Folks, if you are voting for Donald Trump, jump on into the guest request and let's have a chat. If you want to support me, folks, Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App are in the bio, and I greatly appreciate it. We are having some good quality conversations today. We got a special guest. He was Vladimir Putin. Mods, where are mods? Mods, if you would do me a favor and keep the chat a little bit clean, I would greatly appreciate it. We got some far right crazies in the chat, and I want to make sure that we're keeping our little community here, positive. Let's get, where's our mods at? Mods, are you still here? I can replace the mods. I might need to replace the mods. I don't know if they're still here. All right, Joseph, unmute. Joseph, hi. Are you voting for the felon?
I'm on mute. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Are you voting for the felon?
Sorry, there's a big echo. Hold on. Give me.
That's on you. Sure. What do you have going on right now? Like, what?
So guess what I'm voting for? I'm voting for the president that had it at 2% interest rate.
Wow. If you were voting for Kamala, you could have just said so. Goodness gracious. She was vice president. Let's get up our next guest, folks. If you are voting for Donald Trump, join the guest request and let's have a chat. Jason, were you already up here?
Yes, I was.
Listen, dude, I'm not a buffet. You can't get seconds. Okay? It's like a sample. You get a taste. If you want seconds, you gotta, Venmo, PayPal in the bio. Folks, if you're voting for Donald Trump, jump on into the guest request and let's have a chat. Trying to get up a guest right now. We already did a ton of conversations today, so at this point, I'm kind of not playing with MAGA Republicans because I just don't care. You know what I'm saying? We flipped 2 Republicans today, and one of them voted in real time with their mail-in ballot. So we flipped 2 Republicans, and we watched one of them today vote for Kamala instead of Donald Trump. So massive W's to them. Guest, hi, are you voting for Donald Trump? Hello? Guest? Okay, next. If you're voting for Donald Trump, join the guest request. Let's have a chat. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. I'm a very nice guy. Very nice, America. Very nice. Very nice. Unless you're a woman, in which case Donald Trump hates you. Hi, Maddie. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
I'm leaning more towards it right now, but I wanted to apologize to how people have been speaking to you.
Hey, you know what? We're good. We're good.
I find it so disgusting, and I hate that that's how it's people are represented.
Yeah. But here's the thing, and I want to be clear about this. If you're leaning towards Donald Trump and you're leaning towards the MAGA Republican Party and you see people coming in here using the F slur and screaming white supremacy talking points and whatnot and conspiracies about Joe Biden and his daughter and blah, blah, blah. If you think that's kind of crazy and you need to apologize on behalf of them, maybe don't associate with them, right? Because if you have to apologize and you feel as though there's some sort of, oh, that was gross, who talks like that? Or, oh, that was disrespectful, or, oh, that was blatant homophobia, racism, and sexism. Here's an idea. Don't apologize because I don't give a crap, right? Instead, vote for people like me whose rights are on the line, right? Prove that you are sorry by putting your actions to your words. Don't say I'm sorry as they call me the F slur. Vote for me. Vote for me, okay? So why are you voting for Donald Trump?
I think more North Carolina. I live here, and this has been absolutely the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. Mm-hmm. The ball has been dropped, and we do not have the support. The amount of people that are saying that it's lies or made up or not as bad as it is, and it's just not talked about enough.
No, you don't have the support.
Children.
Hold on, I want to be clear.
Missing.
You don't have the support. But it's not that you don't have the support because of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, right? They delivered what they could. The $20 million and millions of meals. They can only do so much, right? Because the president's not responsible for allocating that kind of funding, right? He has the opportunity to allocate what he has. And once he can't allocate anymore, it's on Congress to act. So I need you to do a 180, and instead of pointing your fingers at Kamala and Joe, point your fingers at Mike Johnson, who is golfing as we speak, and tell him to get back behind his desk, slap the gavel on said desk, and deliver more in funding to North Carolina. Because instead of doing such a thing like that, and instead of telling Congress to act now, he actually defunded FEMA and took money from FEMA and reallocated it elsewhere. So again, you need to talk to Mike Johnson and hold him accountable. Otherwise, we're going to let him get away with this, and people are going to blame Kamala and Joe for something that they can't do anything about. They delivered what they could, and they're doing their best. They need more money. You need more money. Talk to Mike Johnson. He gets to decide if you get more money, not them.
Right. I just wanted to bring more light to what's happening here in North Carolina, whether, it's talking on these apps or these lives and just getting it out there. I think people need to just be more aware of what's going on.
Yeah, I understand that. But again, you're not pointing your finger at the right person.
I lost it. Can you hear me?
Yep. So here's the thing. Again, if Congress isn't going to act and deliver the money, and you're not going to call on Mike Johnson to deliver that money, I don't know where you think Joe Biden's going to get the money from, right? Is he going to go get a second job?
I'm cutting it out.
Okay. Do you hear me now?
I can't. A little bit. Sorry, it's cutting it out.
Okay. So I want to be clear on this. If you're not going to call on Mike Johnson to deliver the money, then I don't know what to tell you. Because calling on Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to deliver more money when that's not in their ability, what are they going to do? Go get a second job working at a movie theater? Like this is on Congress to deliver that funding, and they refuse right now because of the MAGA coalition just won't simply get back into the office and away from their vacations. And MAGA knows this, which is why they're tricking their supporters into thinking, no, there was money. It was all given to illegals and stuff. Does not make sense. Money is not allocated like that. Money is allocated for a purpose. When it is allocated for said purpose, you don't get to change what the purpose is for without getting congressional approval. So for them saying like, oh yeah, there was money for FEMA. No, Congress defunded FEMA. Congress messed up. That's on Mike Johnson and his coalition. Don't know why they did that. Now they need to deliver more money, and they refuse to get into the office to do such a thing. So will you call on Mike Johnson to deliver that money?
Sorry, I only heard about half. All
right, Maddie, I'm going to let you go. Again, though, Maddie, on the statement of what you said, where you were like, I'm sorry that people keep calling you the F slur and stuff. Yeah, vote for me then, right? Right? Vote for my right to go marry. Vote for LGBTQ plus Americans. Don't say that you're sorry people are calling me the F slur and then vote against my rights. That's not, because then I don't give a crap that you're saying sorry, right? I don't care about sorry. I care about the actions. Guest, hi, are you voting for the criminal? Hello? Okay, I tried. Folks, if you're voting for Donald Trump, join the guest request. Let's have a chat. If you are interested in supporting me and what I do, please, my Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, they're in the bio, and I greatly appreciate it. Marlon, hi, are you voting for Donald Trump? Marlon! All right. Hey, Tracy, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate it. All right, Marlon, have a good one. Tracy, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate it. Let's get up our next guest. I hate when people are like, man, I'm so sorry that people are talking to you like that. Like, that's so inappropriate. Vote for my freedom then, right? Actions speak louder than words. I don't care you're sorry. Don't be sorry for me. Vote so that I can have the right to live my life true to myself. Just a thought. Guest, hi, are you voting for the felon? Hello? 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 Next, we tried. Folks, if you're voting for Donald Trump, jump on into the guest request and let's have a chat. So sick of people being like, I'm so sorry, that was so rude. And then they're like turning around and trying to rip away all our rights. That's like saying to a woman, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I took away, I'm so sorry that men are saying sexist things to you. Here's an idea, then don't vote for the man saying sexist things, right? Go vote for the woman. Just a thought. Hi guest, are you voting for Donald Trump?
Hi, can you hear me?
Kind of. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
No, I have half a brain. I'm actually registered independent and I'm voting for a Democrat for the first time.
Nice. Well, hey, thank you so much. Glad that you are.
I love your lives, and I like filtering out some of the comments because these MAGA people are crazy.
Gotcha. No, the microphone's cutting out a little bit, Heather, so I'm going to let you go. But I do want to say to anybody who didn't hear that because the microphone was a little, Heather is voting for the first time for a Democrat. She's a registered independent. So massive W to Heather in the chat. Thank you, Heather, for voting for Kamala instead of whatever this is. Trying to get up our next guest. Folks, if you are voting for Donald Trump, join the guest request and let's have a chat. Don't be shy. Come on up. Let's have a good conversation. Beautiful conversation. Hello, guest. Are you voting for the felon?
Yes.
Why?
Just economy based wise.
Gotcha.
I'm a mother. I'm a mother, stepmother. I have a big family, and I know it was easy to live when Trump was in office.
No. Forget about the sexual abuse and the civil fraud. So long as we have a couple dollars in our pocket, that's good. Anyhow, can you tell me about Donald Trump's economy? Maybe tell me a policy that he had passed that benefited the middle class economically.
Well, I was going to talk on the whole sexual with the woman that.
Well, I'd be more interested in the economy. We don't got to harp on this, right? Because you've already basically said that you don't really care about the sexual abuse stuff. You're going to vote based off of the economy. So tell me again. Tell me. Listen, hold on, take a step back. No, I don't care. So tell me again, name one policy that Donald Trump passed that economically benefited middle class Americans. Thank you.
Hold on 1 second and let me speak back.
I can let you respond to me, but nothing less.
Yes, I'm responding right now. And a minute ago, you said that I was watching and a woman apologized saying people were being rude to you, but you're being rude to me right when I jumped on it.
Oh, sorry. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
And that's why you're going to be rude to me?
You're voting for Donald Trump? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm voting for Donald Trump.
So here's the issue with the young woman who came up here and said to me, I'm voting for Donald Trump, but I am sorry that people are calling me the F slur. Because Donald Trump is trying to steamroll my rights and freedoms, so I don't care that you're apologizing for people from your side of the aisle hate criming people like me. There's a difference here. You saying, oh, I heard you and her, and you both talk about that, and then maybe you missed the part where I said, don't say sorry, vote for me. Right? But you then came up here and said that you're going to vote for Donald Trump again. So don't do that.
To be rude.
No, yes. Ruth, thank you so much for the $5. Love you so much. I appreciate it, Ruth. So tell me again, one policy that Donald Trump passed that economically benefited the middle class. Go.
Oh my goodness. I know whenever I went to buy a home. No, hold on a second. Everyone gets an opinion just because you know all policy.
We need to harp on this. Just come on, ma'am. Why are you taking so long?
No, I'm speaking. No, I'm not taking too long.
It's been 3 minutes. I need a response.
I don't have to know policy. I know that when I went to buy a home, when Trump was in office, it was 2%.
What year?
My husband did not agree. My husband did not agree that year.
What year?
That was 2019.
Okay, great. So what is?
Yes.
So wait, hold on. But to be clear, but then say thanks, Obama. But you don't want to talk about the policy, right? Because if you recognize, thanks, Obama, for the beautiful housing market after he recovered it over 8 years from the market crash that the Republican Party handed him. Let's be clear here as well. That's Obama's economy. And if you can't give me a policy that debunks that, because you can't, right? It doesn't exist. Donald Trump didn't pass a policy that debunks that. I'm asking you, though, for one single solitary policy that Donald Trump passed that benefited the middle class. And you said you don't have to know policy. Ma'am, you do. You walked up to a debate platform to conversate with me. And you're telling me you don't have to know policy. No, you do.
I know. No, because I know when Obama was also in office. I'm from down south. And
ma'am, I'm hearing a lot of talking about your background, and frankly, I just do not care. Respectfully, disrespectfully, I don't care. Can you tell me one policy that Donald Trump passed that economically benefited the middle class? Excuse me, ma'am. No, there's a difference, ma'am. Pardon me. There's a difference here, ma'am. Calm down. You're getting emotional. Count to 10. The fact of the matter is, there's a difference between me telling you need to answer my question and you thinking that's rude because I didn't give you a pie when I said it. And there's a difference between other people blatantly hate criming and threatening me. Okay, coming up, calling me the F slur and telling me that they're going to come find me, that's what your party's doing. That's a heck of a lot different than me telling you have to answer my question and you're going to have to deal with that. Again, you came onto my stream. Walk into the virtual door, wipe your feet off on the virtual doormat, and answer the simple question. Name one policy that Donald Trump passed that economically benefited the middle class.
You turned my mic off? You turned my mic off.
Oh, I can, and I will do it again if I feel like it. So tell me again. Were you talking that entire time? Your mic was off and you were talking that entire time. I can't. Ma'am, I love this. Tell me again, one policy that Donald Trump passed. Miranda, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate it. Yeah, name one policy that Donald Trump passed that economically benefited the middle class.
Name a policy. I know when Obama was in office and
why are you talking about Obama? Do you got like a thing for Obama or did I? I'm pretty sure I'm talking about Donald Trump. Can you give me one policy that Donald Trump passed that you could? Oh, okay, fine. So let's be clear. So you don't know any policy.
I sat here and said that I was going to vote for Kamala. You will let me talk.
Ma'am, you're sounding so entitled. You got to stop. Calm down. I'm trying to let you talk. Ma'am. Shh. Ma'am, you know nothing. Like, you know nothing. I'm asking you to tell me one single policy that Donald Trump passed that economically benefited the middle class, and you're not doing that. And you're saying I'm not letting you speak. No, man, I'm asking you to speak, right? I'm literally I'm begging you to speak, but I'm telling you when you speak to answer my question, right? Tell me a policy he passed. Go ahead. Just name any policy he passed.
If you want someone to speak, then you would shut the fuck up. But you keep fucking talking.
Ma'am, you're getting big mad. We're getting big mad. Big league mad in the chat. Big league angry.
Keep talking.
Big league angry. Ma'am.
Just keep talking.
Ma'am.
And you wonder why you get called names.
Ma'am, name one.
When you're rude.
She just said no wonder people are calling you the F slur when you're rude. Ma'am,
no,
please.
You're being rude.
Ma'am, tell me again. Tell me again.
Rude.
Ma'am.
You keep
Are you done? Did you get it out of your system? Ma'am, are you done? Did you get it out of your system? Ma'am, are you done? Did you get it out of your system? Ma'am,